Thinking about real estate? Wondering what the market's going to look like in, say, 2026? And more importantly, how you can make the smartest moves? Well, you're in the right place. We're about to break down a guide that gives a really clear roadmap for the near future. So yeah, if property is on your mind, you are definitely going to want to stick around for this.
And the guide we're looking at today kicks things off with this very question. It's a great way to think about it, right? We're not just talking about another passive asset sitting in a portfolio. This is about a foundational investment, something you can literally use to build the future you're dreaming of.
Okay, so why property? Why real estate? This first part of the guide dives right into that question. It really explores the core reasons why real estate is, such a powerful and, well, unique type of investment.
All right, first up, stability. Look, we all know other markets can be a total roller coaster, right? Up one day, down the next. Real estate is just different. It's all about playing the long game. It's the kind of asset that tends to build value steadily, year after year, acting as a bedrock for your entire financial portfolio.
And let's be real, in a world full of digital, everything, stocks, crypto, all these abstract things, there's just something so secure about owning something physical, something you can literally see and touch. The guide really hammers this home. Property is a tangible asset. It's a real, concrete piece of the world that's yours, and that offers a kind of stability you just don't get anywhere else. And guess what? That tangible asset is in super high demand. Think about it. Cities just keep growing, right? More and more people are moving into urban areas, and all those people need a place to live. That basic need becomes this huge economic engine, and it's what constantly pushes the value of properties, especially the well-located ones, up and up.
But it's not just about the value going up over time. Property can also put money in your pocket right now. When you own real estate, you open up this amazing opportunity for rental income. It's a stream of passive cash flow, which means your asset is literally paying you, month after month, all while it's also growing in value. It's a powerful 1-2 punch.
So there you have it. Those are the 4 big pillars, according to this guide. You've got stable long-term growth, the security of owning something real, the constant push from urban demand, and that sweet, sweet rental income. Put them all together, and you've got a seriously compelling case for investing.
Okay, so we've covered the why. Makes sense, right? Now let's get to the fun part, the what. What does the future of real estate actually look like? Because the market is changing fast, and this guide points out some really cool trends that are already shaping up for 2026. The guide zeroes in on 3 huge trends, and what's so interesting is that they're not just about buildings, they're about how we live. First, you've got smart homes, where tech isn't just a gadget you add later, it's baked right in from the start. Then there's this idea of affordable luxury, making that high-end feel and design way more accessible. And then there's probably the biggest shift of all, a whole new way of thinking about community.
And that's where this concept of integrated townships comes in. The guide really highlights these because, honestly, they're a total game changer for 2026. We're not just talking about a new kind of apartment building. This is a whole new model for living. Seriously, just picture it. A community where your home, your office, the grocery store, and the park are all within a short walk. They're like these little self-sufficient micro-cities, all designed around making life easier and better. It's a big shift from just building houses to, crafting entire lifestyles.
All right, so the opportunity's there and we can see where things are headed. But how do you actually do it? How do you make a smart move? Well, this next part is the playbook. It's your practical, step-by-step checklist for the whole buying process. So the guide lays out 4 absolutely essential steps. Step 1, know your budget, and be realistic about it. Step 2, do your homework on the developer. Check their reputation, their past projects. Super important. Step 3, verify all the documents. I mean, every single piece of paper. This is where you cannot cut corners. And fourth, always be thinking long-term. What's the growth potential, the resale value? Now, these 4 steps are the core of your checklist, but they all fall under one single overarching golden rule.
And here it is, the big one. The one rule that is absolutely non-negotiable in real estate. I bet you already know what I'm going to say. Location. It's the one thing that can make or break your entire investment.
I mean, it's the oldest rule in the book for a reason, right? Think about it. You can change pretty much anything else about a house. You can change the paint, you can knock down a wall, you can redo the whole kitchen. But the one thing you can never, ever change is where it is. That location underpins absolutely everything else.
So what makes a great location in 2026? Well, the guide points to 3 key things. First, connectivity.
How easy is it to get around? Are you close to major transport? Second, social infrastructure. Things like good schools, hospitals, parks, all the public services that make a neighborhood great. And third, commercial hubs. How close are you to jobs, shops, and restaurants? Each one of these things doesn't just make your life better day to day, it directly pumps up the long-term value and your return on investment.
Okay, let's wrap this up. We've talked about the opportunity, we've looked at the future trends, and we've gone through the practical checklist. So what's the big idea here? What's the main takeaway from this whole 2026 guide? It really comes full circle, back to that very first idea we talked about. Investing in real estate isn't just a transaction you make today. It's you actively building the future you want. It's a real strategy for creating wealth, security, and carving out your own place in the world. And so, the guide leaves us with this one last really powerful question to think about. We've established that real estate is a tangible asset, right? It's literal solid ground. So as you think about your own financial future for 2026 and beyond, maybe the real question isn't just if you should invest, but on what solid ground are you planning to build your future? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.